Helps if I actually copy what I'm trying to tell people. That'd be awesome. Save me some time. All right, and away we go. So, hello everyone. We are doing the 18th tale of the Tales of the Fall and Rise of House SupQit'aH. And there's not going to be a loud noise in my phone, so I can hear and see the chat and all that stuff. So, last we left off, there was some delving into the depths of a strange planet that had been left to the care most of Chancellor Martok. House SupQit'aH was investigating, and they drove off some Gorn that had seized the planet. It has been discovered that the former governor is on Kronos and trying to evade justice. And some away teams led by the Zhou of House SupQit'aH has gone into the complex and gone underground and has yet to be heard back from for a little bit. And the first place we look upon is...
GM.
Yes.
I hate to do this to you, but we got a roll reputation from last time.
Oh, I thought we did that for you. That's right, we had not. So let us... Well, we're going to be focusing on you anyway, so let's focus on the reputation you're bringing in with you. Roll for me. 3d20. Your target number is 10. To determine how much reputation you just gained. Not just gained, but you got from episode 16. Would have gotten 1 glory. In that first episode, 1 glory. The most you could have gone with that was in episode 16. You could have gotten a favor from one of the Klingon officers you might have met that weren't player characters. Don't recall if there was anyone could have gotten a favor from in that episode, but we'll note that for possible favor. Because I'll look back on the episode log and figure out who you could have made friendly with.
GM, is there any reputation that I need to roll for? Because I know I haven't rolled for it in a couple of weeks.
Let's check the thing. So Kargan color. Was it 15? Hold on. I
know last week I was in no shape to do anything.
Yeah, so there wasn't. Your character didn't do anything to get reputation over the other 16. Give me 3d20.
Okay.
So yes, on episode 16. Now roll me for the Ferengi. Roll me again another 3d20. This would be for last episode.
Sure thing.
1, 2, 3. So you would have gained 3 glory for your profit-making efforts on behalf of the house, and for helping be part of the victory and obeying over the enemy forces and obeying the orders that were given to you. With 3 glory, you can do various things. One of them, of course, is gaining favor with some of the people you've met. So some of those leaders you met on the planet, You could also, because you got 3 glory and 1 go, you can gain a status. That is, you can add a trait to your character that reflects the reputation he's gained or that he's that people will know him for. So that can help you with future tests or hurt you, depending on who's listening. But, for example, you could have a trait like savvy scavenger or something like that.
Okay.
That one's easier. That one you can choose to your leisure with GM approval, obviously, but you know what I mean. First one, we'll have to go back to the episode and figure out who you talk to that you can spend that glory on. Because when you gain glory for an episode, it's gained for that episode and poofs immediately. So it's gained and spent.
Sure, we can do that later then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now, it'd be nice if I could see my own stream. That's important that I see the chat. There we go. All right. There we go. And for character name, Hona. That is 1, 2, and 3 glory for episode 16. For the 16th tale. So again, that could be for gaining a favor from someone, possibly gaining a medal, or gaining a status. A trait.
I'll go for the status trait.
What trait?
Don't know yet. I'll
You'll figure it out.
we'll figure that out later.
Cool.
At the end.
Chat. My favorite status has to be Brawler for my rough and tumble Andorian. So good in fist fights. I mean, that's one thing you can do, I suppose.
Well, that is my specialty. I am a warrior who focuses on the act of committing war. So yeah, I'll go with Brawler.
Sounds good to me. It's a very Klingon-y, a very Klingon thing to do. Ugh.
I mean, that is pretty much how he rose through the ranks because he's the freaking mad-ass brawler.
So, with the songs of glory singing in our heads, Captain Aurelius, last we left off with him, he had gone with the away team initially to the outpost, as the away team had moved around inside and got the reactor going, fought some robots, and went down the stairway. And then went back to where Elil, the scientist representative, or scientifically minded representative of the Ba, and you're kind of having a chance to look around at some of the crates and see what you can find. I believe that's what you were up to.
That is indeed what I was up to, yes.
Anything in particular you're hoping to find in there? Anything, or are you just hoping to see whatever catches your eye?
Just taking inventory mostly, seeing if there's anything that has been maybe concealed from us so far.
Give me an insight plus security roll, difficulty of 1. Elil's of no help because he's the person is just kind of wandering around, marveling at the high technology around them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 successes, you gain a momentum. I'll track that for folk.
Got a quick question.
Quick answer.
Is there anybody on the away team that was there last week that needs to be replaced this week?
Yes. All of them. But we're going to get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Other than Captain Aurelius, he does not need to be replaced, I assume. His ears might.
I'm here.
I don't know. You might not be down there in a second because you hear a weird sound, a sort of slurpy, gooey, bubbling noise coming from somewhere else in the facility.
I'll turn over to Alel. Did you hear that?
What? Hear what?
The noise. Did you hear the noise?
I hear lots of beeps and boops. There's a buzz in the lights, I guess.
Do you have a weapon?
Did I need to bring one?
Follow behind me, human. And I will go to investigate the noise. Where is it coming from?
For momentum, I'll answer, because you have incredibly good hearing.
Take it, I suppose.
It's coming from where the vault room was.
Interesting. Erilis to Zhou Oda. Erilis to anyone on the away team. Do you copy?
You get no response on your communicator.
Great. Well, I'll move over to the center here in the control room and prick my ears a bit. Am I sure it's coming from the vault, like 110%?
You would swear on the rules of acquisition if someone paid you.
That's a hard swear there.
Yeah.
Are the reactor doors open here?
Yep.
Let's let me poke my head through. Pull out my phaser as well.
You see a hissing, bubbling green goo has filled the vault room. You see it almost starting to spill out, but not quite enough is coming out for it to actually escape.
It's just a goo, right? Like some sort of acid.
It's some sort. It might be an acid. It could be strawberry jam that's green colored. Could be green-worm sauce. Mm.
Interesting theory. Let me pull out my tricorder and find out.
Sounds
I'd like
like
to move a bit closer, like to this hex.
Okay.
That I pinged and analyze it.
reason science. Difficulty of 2.
Okay, 1 second.
Q shenanigans. Not everything is Q shenanigans. Sometimes terrible things just happen in the universe. Terrible, terrible things.
That's a success.
Well, whatever it is, you're not entirely sure what it is. It is not friendly to biological life. Causes chemical burns. Some sort of acid, but there's something else to it, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
I see. This vault has doors, right? On one side and on the other side.
Yep.
Can I close them?
Go over to a computer panel and chunk. Doors shut.
Okay. Captain Arilis to Hona. Do you read me, Hona?
And move up to here.
Lahona here. Report.
There is something strange down here on the planet. The away team has... Well, they're not reporting in. They're gone missing, and a blob of acid seems to have taken their place in the vault of this structure that I am in.
Intriguing.
It is difficult to explain, so if you would allow me to forward my tricorder readings to you, maybe you can make more sense of it.
Do so. I'll see what the computer can translate.
Okay, I'm going to forward the data on my tricorder to Hona's tricorder.
Ona, you may assist with a single die. Reason plus science. You may wish to roll a d20. Well, I don't know why I said that like it was an option. I can roll a d10s? Awesome. No, I'll roll d10s all the time. Forget you. Sorry.
Did you make it, Hona? Or?
11 is not high enough. You rolled one too high. You look at the readings, you get the similar idea as Aurelius. It's an acid of some kind, but there's something else in the reading that doesn't make sense to you. And as you're looking over your tricorder, you notice the head cook, Esso Delad, has finally finished inventorying what's usable on Starport 226. There's quite a bit of food and trade goods here.
Can I put this reading, the tricorder readings through the ship's computer? See if it makes better sense.
Sure. Roll me. Which ship are you getting to do the reading? The manga or the Maymak? Or the
I
Coriolis?
guess the manga.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Let's find out what the manga can do for you. 9. I don't even have to look at the sheet. That hits.
Oh, nice.
You get a read back that this chemical is a waste product or waste byproduct of centuries-old dilithium processing. Instead of creating as a sort of way to, usually when you do warp stuff, even in modern times, a plasma is created, a very hot gas. But in older days, some of the Klingons used a sort of foam to kind of capture it, and when the waste product is exposed to this foam, it turns into this green acidic slurry. And that's a lot. Like you're like enough for it to fill that entire cylinder, the entire vault space. That's untold gallons upon gallons, liters upon liters of waste foam. Forbidden Slurpee.
So, do we know where the current members of the crew are that were supposed to be in that vault?
Their location is not yet. The last known was they were going down the vault. You haven't heard or seen them since.
Sure. Hona to Aurelius.
Go ahead.
It is best to avoid the vault, seeing it's filled with an old chemical that we used to use to cool the engines. So it's used coolant, if you would.
Extremely poisonous, I presume.
Yes. Highly toxic.
And the away team?
Unknown.
I see. Were they heading down this vault?
The computers tell me that they were last seen going down to the lower levels of the vault before this appeared.
Do we plan to collect them again, or perhaps there is a way around this acid?
I will try and ascertain their location and retrieve them if possible.
When you do, send some backup here to me, please, and let's see if we can find them. The scientist here is as much of a scientist as I am a warrior.
Oh, you're a warrior?
I have some warriors on standby.
Good. Aurelius out. Well, now that that's taken care of, down on the planet, I would like to make sure that the doors are absolutely secure, and I would like to wait.
Control plus engineering, difficulty of 2, to create the advantage that you are absolutely certain those doors are not opening, save for you having a ton of bricks fall on you full of latinum.
Take a threat.
Sure. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad way to go for a Frankie. Get to go
I don't want it to be a way to go. There's your 2 successes.
You take great pains to double check that those doors are sealed, and actually, due to the fact it seems that the Gorn had similar concerns and had a special starship grade sealant protocol. So it's likely that the Gorn who had this facility must have had to deal with this before.
Oh, good. It can stay sealed for the time being. Thank you very much.
So on the pleasurable and quiet, conquered starport of 226, what is Isodalad and Hona going to do?
I don't know. What is there to do on this desolate station?
Well, it is a pre-warp space station with some minor upgrades from the Gorn, so gravity plates and such, but very low grav. There are various goods and trade that are aboard. All the people you wanted to fight, you and your warriors have slain. That's kind of what your guy was up to for all last episode, just purging the last of the stragglers. Well, Isodalad was taking account of what was here, worth keeping and not burning or throwing away.
Transport the Isodalad. Transport anything worth taking to the Memak and Manga.
Understood, Lona.
Was there any strategic reason to keep this station?
1 second. Control command difficulty 1 for ISO to arrange for the goods to be moved off station to the Manga and the Memak. Lahona, you're looking at insight plus security difficulty 1 to see if there's any tactical use there is for the Starport Authority 226 space station.
Okay, I rolled 2 dice. F1, insight and security. 12.
Off here somewhere. There it is.
$13 and a 9.
So, Isodalad is successful in arranging for the various goods to be plundered from this civilian space station that is... But they don't exactly resist any of your attempts to direct the Klingon warriors to grab things and put them on transporter pads and have them delivered and make sure they're being taken care of and being stored and inventoried. And as that's happening, Lahona, you kind of stand around, you kind of give a look at the station. The only real use for the place, tactically speaking, this station on its own isn't worth a lot. It's small in scale. At best, it has polarized hulls, like they don't have proper shield generators. But if you wanted to have a governor outpost to watch over Ba Prime, this is a place to do it. You could possibly build up from here, instead of having to build from scratch.
Let's upgrade it. Let's put it down on the list of things to build upon. I'll have my people from Amdris come and upgrade it, as well as builders from Rasa. And do what they do best.
Let's put that in the Discord chat so we remember that for later. Give me presence command difficulty 2 there, Hona, to have the people moved in to start the upgrade process.
I'm gonna buy an extra die with threat.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna re-roll the 20.
Because of bold.
Because of bold. No, I want to go down. There we go.
Oh, it's not a complication.
Better.
You've been given your orders, and Only one hit. Unfortunately, you find yourself. You find the efforts are a little slowed. There's a lot of concern about the away team. There's a lot of rumor mongering among the warriors, but no one's countermanding your orders. Just everyone's kind of preoccupied.
Yeah.
One of your junior officers walks up to you. Lohona, I have this pending message for Jo Oda from the representative Kargan. What should we do with it? Since we're not able to deliver it yet.
I will return to the Maymok and take it in the captain's ready room. I assume I have command privileges on the Maymok.
Yep, as you're one of the senior house members.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. And I will teleport to the Maymok and head to the ready room.
You get a copy of the message of Kargan, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kargan, I believe you reported on how, what's his face? Freaking, that's not his name. The former governor is currently on the run, and because it's believed that he handed off this place knowing that it was going to be a problem, and he made no effort to really take care of all this, and there's no way he didn't know. So Kargan's currently on the hunt for him. Kargan mainly sent that as a report to Oda because he's acting on his behalf for House SupQit'aH. So he's like, well, here's what's going on. Here's what I'm doing. Someone's gonna die.
Sounds about right.
I mean, there's a lot more. I was gonna say flower language, but formal language in Klingon. But you get the gist of what's going on.
Question is, by whose hands will he die?
Well, you bring him to me, and I will kill him. That's what I've said to Martek.
Kargan's probably on the prowl as it is.
Cause you know damn well Hona will strike like a viper and take out any enemy. So the hunt is on.
The target would be on Kronos at the currently.
Happy hunting, Kargan. Happy hunting.
Kargan, give me Insight Command difficulty 1.
All right. Do I have a focus that applies, you think?
1 second. Klingon politics applies. Or observation, hilariously.
Alright, I'll add it.
Oh, 2 successes. You actually gain a momentum.
Whoop, whoop.
It occurs to you that this message was meant to be delivered into the hands of the Zhou, but the head of House Amdris is the one that's calling you back from the Maymok, the flagship of the fleet. That is unusual.
To be honest, I am Zhou of Amdris, so...
Yeah, but it's like I mail it to the governor of a certain state, and the governor of the neighboring state answers the mail. Like, it's odd. You're on the same side, but it is odd on Kargan's point of view, that can appear weird.
I'm gonna ask for a direct link. Get me the landmark now.
I open the link.
You have no link to Joe Oda. You don't know where he is.
Huh? No, to me.
No, it's between Kronos and the Maymok. I opened the link.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. So so Kargan eventually gets back to a console to talk directly to Hona. It's like, wait a minute.
Why are you in Joe Oda's chair?
I am currently in command of this mission as Joe Oda's whereabouts are unknown, as are Law Keldars.
I see. Lahona, you will tell me exactly everything you know about Joe Oda's whereabouts. Where is the Joe? Why is
Unknown at this time. They entered a vault on the planet, but since their whereabouts have since are unknown.
So you don't know where he is, and you answer his mail. You some sort of secretary? I suggest you find him. And if you don't take my orders, I will come out there and challenge you directly. Is that understood, Laona?
Understood. Can you please repeat?
If you don't find the Joe, I will take this as you trying to take over the house, and I will come out there and challenge you myself. Is that understood?
Understood. We are trying to find them as we speak.
Good. Kargan out. And then there's gonna be a strongly worded letter, and well, Kargan's gonna be polishing his sword and his sword work.
Kargan, give me Insight Command difficulty 2 to see if you hear any news back regarding your the wayward governor. Or former governor, I should say.
Klingon politics, observation, or intimidation?
Observation, I'll take.
You said diff 2?
Yes.
I have bold security. Cautious command. It's here. Is there a way I can use that?
Unfortunately, no. You would have had to have bought a die before you rolled.
Could I have my secretary help me?
Oh, I suppose you do have them as a support character.
Yes, please.
Oh, that is a hit.
Whoop, whoop.
Actually, it's still the right music. Oh, wait. A new scene begins as we check back on the streets of Kronos. You have been informed that Governor Jamaica of House Jamaica is currently residing in this household, or hiding out in it at least. It is a single-story building meant for vagabonds and wandering warriors.
All right. And these ruffians outside?
Insight security difficulty 1. To get a feel for what these Klingons are like.
Observation or close combat?
Observation I'll take. It's hard to say. It is a rough part of town, so they may be dishonorable, but then again, even honorable warriors can have bad luck once in a while.
That's right. I'm gonna approach the household.
A couple of Klingons step into your way as your bodyguard detail follows after you.
What is the meaning of this?
That is a very nice blade you have.
And if you keep looking at it, you'll get it. Step aside. This is great house business.
Give me presence plus security opposed, as they are trying to see if they back off. Because there is a fair number, there's you plus a number of bodyguards. This is not the best time to fight, but maybe they're dumber than they look.
I'm using intimidation as a focus.
Yep. Due to the bodyguards behind you, you have tied. As you kind of stare at each other, neither side really moving. They're not swinging at you. Your guards aren't shooting them because you haven't done any, you haven't told them to, or you haven't swung at them, so they're just kind of making sure their rifles are ready. They kind of look around, making sure no one else is interfering. This guy's just this guy over here is totally wants nothing to do with this conversation. Just kind of find some other street to stand on.
Good for him. All right. If that's how you want it. I'm just gonna take a step back. And unhook his sword from his back. Come and get it.
And we're in combat.
He's gonna nod to the security guard.
One of them takes his dagger out and comes at you.
Alright.
And he is stabbing for lethal. Are you stabbing him back for lethal?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I got rid of that threat. I forget that that's a Klingon game. Klingons don't play with wiffle bats. Do you wish to buy any dice?
I'd like to buy 2 dice, please.
So that's...
Even if we did play with bats, they'd be coated in razor wiring, so it'd still be lethal.
Probably.
What?
Uh,
3 hits.
Alright, what's
It is daring security. You are considered to have one free hit because of the bodyguards who are nearby.
Does my close combat focus apply?
It does.
Eat Batleth.
3, 4, gained 1 momentum. 2 momentum, sorry, because you got a free hit. I forgot about that. Boop.
Good times.
Roll your damage, please.
Let's see here. Security plus 4, right? Because of the ancestral blade.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, because it's a vicious weapon, so 1 armor takes it, but his armor is not good enough, and he goes down into the street. 1 second. You did not hear any of that, so I'm back. That Klingon goes down in a heap of blood and is well and truly dead, regretting his life choices.
Kargan turns to the other one. He yells at the top of his lungs. Make your house proud, coward!
It is your move.
I'm gonna charge him.
Rah. You're both swinging at each other for lethal. Surprise, surprise. Ugh.
I'm gonna add 2 dice.
With momentum or threat?
Since we got a lot of momentum recently, I'll use momentum.
So 1 momentum for a single die, and... Well, actually, you could do 1 threat, 2 momentum if you wanted, for 2 dice.
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay. Change me that 1. Spend that back, plus 2 more to match.
Daring security, right?
Correct. 1, 2, 3. Three plus the 1 from the bodyguards. You succeed. And with another smooth strike in your charge, the warrior goes down.
He twirls the blade and tries to get as much blood off of it as possible. Incidentally staining his coat. And he puts the blade on his shoulder and he walks towards the door, the entrance.
There seems to be a few doors to get in.
He'll go forward. And he's gonna ask his bodyguard to stay here and do an overwatch. He's gonna kick the door, just like a knock. What's the the planetary governor's name?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, get out here!
You see a KDF warrior walk up to the door. Who are you?
I'm Representative Kargan of House SupQit'aH.
What is your...
I'm looking for Jamaica. Of House Jamaica.
What business do you have with him?
I'm on order from the Chancellor to end his life.
You're a little late, Representative. He walks over and presses the contact to open the door.
Step through.
And you see the dead body of Jamaica. Someone got to him already. We're not sure who yet. No knife wounds, no disruptor marks.
Poison then. Strangling?
Hard to say. The surgeons are looking over the data now. We've been here to keep the scene under guard.
The men outside, they weren't yours.
Vagabond scum like that? Shakes his head. No. They're not with us.
Well, keep me updated. I'll have to talk to Martok about this.
Give me insight medicine. It's gonna be pretty hard. Difficulty 3 because you're seeing it from some distance. Observation will apply here. You might notice something as you're about to leave.
I did have that favor with the house surgeon. I'm not sure if that could apply here.
Not in this check, but if you met up with a surgeon, you might be able to ask them a question and not have to roll for it.
All right. Let's see. What did you say the roll was?
Insight medicine, difficulty of 3.
I'll buy 2 die.
Wait, spin your blade, turn around to sheath it, and then an explosion goes off for no reason.
That would sound like Romulan treachery.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is only 2 successes. Because I doubt your medicine's 4.
I use one of my values to re-roll it.
Which value?
Greet death, for nothing is more honorable.
I'll take it, sure.
Alright, I'll re-roll that. Or is it the entire roll that I have to re-roll them?
You roll as many dice as you want.
Alright, I'm gonna re-roll that. Those 2 that didn't.
It is a rare time when someone rolls the dice that actually succeed to succeed less. I've seen it happen, but it's a very rare situation.
I'm pretty sure I've done it in the other game.
Yeah. Keep misplacing my coffee. I don't know how I keep doing that. Alright then. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you gain 2 momentum. You notice there is some sort of reddish black shard right around the back of his ear. It just barely catches the light. It's about maybe inch and a half in length. And it looks to be lodged pretty well in there, like that. And it doesn't match anything else in the room. Like the rest of the room has that sort of bronzy, reddish hue that a lot of Klingon metals tend to have.
All right. As a member of House SupQit'aH, do I recognize what this is?
For a momentum.
That's fine.
That looks like Cowcat crystal. Although it looks to be just a mere shard of it, which is unusual.
That's thought.
Although you notice that the blackishness in it is kind of odd. It's usually a bright red, an energetic, furious red. This has some sort of inky black lace through it of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And for those scoring at home, no, Klingons do not bleed black. They bleed a bright red or pink.
Very intriguing that a Calcat crystal would be on Kronos.
The plot thickens, he says to the KDF member.
He looks at you.
He was indeed assassinated. Look behind his ear. Be careful.
Goes in. He manages not to do a dumb. Hilariously, he gains you a momentum.
Nice.
He actually did pretty well on the roll. Kind of glances at it. He's careful not to touch the body, because he doesn't see it right away what you're looking at. And he's like, oh, there it is. I see it. Some sort of strange pin or dart. Looks to be crystal. New assassin's weapon. I'd guess. He says with a shrug and comes back. But I'll admit, Representative, I am but a Beck, so a warrior. So that's my job is to keep vagabonds from nosing around and pawing at him. So
You're doing a great job. Give me your name and I will put in a recommendation for you.
I'm Reth.
Breath. You have a house,
I fight for my own name.
an honorable cause.
He nods at your politeness.
I'll put in a good word for you. Make sure that nobody enters. Except for those who absolutely should be here. I'll send a representative of House Rasa here. If that's the right one. The smart people.
House Rasa? Never heard of them.
Well, you'll do soon.
He raises his eyebrows at that, like, oh, okay. Huh. Not out of challenge, just more of a, oh, okay.
It is House Rasa that are scientists, right?
Yep, it is.
Correct.
Cool, good. I'm gonna make sure to send an invite for one of their scientists who might be good with talk to come here. Alright.
Control Command difficulty 2, assisted by House Rasa's. Trying to get one of their people here. Probably be Mike. You're getting a guy to get here. Mike plus rep. That number is 10 is their target number.
Klingon politics?
Yeah, I'd take it. You're making sure the appropriate channels are being followed so the Rasa scientists don't get stopped by bureaucracy, what little there is on Kronos.
Alright.
And the house is of no help.
Well, shit. I should have done cautious command. Or I should have gotten another die. Well.
You find that you'll be, as you try to arrange it, it seems that the problem seems to be that Rasa has gotten some fines they need to arrange for Kronos that they just haven't paid up. It's not a huge thing, but it's enough that it's going to slow them down. They'll eventually be able to pay it because they're actually doing pretty well wealth-wise. But they just haven't been paying attention to Kronos, so they didn't know they were even in trouble.
Alright. Is it enough that I could pay it? And make sure that they arrive?
You could start the process, but it's still a matter of going to the security post and paying the fine, writing it out. It eats time. Either whether you pay it or they do.
I'll send my secretary.
Yeah.
Get it going. And I'll talk to Martok myself about my find.
Okay, so you leave the scene for the time being. And end of scene. Hooray, I didn't kill you with random toughs on the street. I doubted I was going to, but yeah, I would have felt bad.
Killed me with random toughs. But saying that, I'm gonna get killed by random toughs sometime.
Head cook Eso Delad. You have been left aboard Starport 226 as some of the warriors of the house are making attempts to upgrade the facility to the confusion of the Ba, who really don't understand and are not terribly helpful in the upgrade process because they're being shown future technology that's way beyond anything they could possibly imagine.
So because I wasn't here last time,
Mm-hmm.
how much information did everyone get from the Ba about the Gorn?
From what you've been told, the Ba were simply initially just invited the Gorn like any other traveler, and then the Gorn said, well, we have a starship and we have 100 warriors on your space station, so you belong to us now, and if you try to call for help, we will kill you all. And the Ba tried anyway. A lot of Ba died, but the Ba did not know that jamming was a thing, so that didn't work out for them. Beyond that, the Ba weren't really sure what the Gorn wanted. The Gorn had built a naval space station that the Maymock has since blown away. But beyond that, the Ba didn't really understand what the Gorn wanted. They were, overtaxing and stealing some of the relics, but it seemed like the Gorn really wanted something on the planet. They were digging for their own ruins and relics and artifacts.
Okay, I finished inventorying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would I be able to go down to the planet to join the away team down there?
You would need to ask for a beam down or a shuttlecraft, because you're a civvy, but
Right.
you could probably get down there. You just have to check with the commanding officer.
Okay. Okay. So I want to send a communication to Ahona.
Lahona here.
May I have your permission to beam down to the planet to investigate? I don't think my skills at this point are very helpful with the building process.
I shall join you. Because I want to know what's going on the surface myself.
It'd be my pleasure to accompany you. I'll meet you down there.
Granted.
Whoops, no. That should be on the map layer. It's my fault. Ah, fudging muffins and... Ah, well. Yeah.
Have I already transported down the wares to assist Aurelius?
Oops, stop beaming. Stop beaming.
No, keep beaming.
I did promise Aurelius backup.
You could be a liar. Who knows? No, just kidding. If the good player of Gargan wishes to have a security person present, you can pull one from the supporting character list.
I mean, I did have a security person or a scavenger earlier, but somebody had to drown him in.
I'm sorry, what was that? Say what now?
What? What I miss?
Yeah, well, Buhoka was down there. He was the Rasa scavenger, but he's lost with everyone else. So he's not an option, that's true.
So I have 3 missing officers.
4, you're missing the spy master.
Good
So
God.
You're having a wonderful day.
This is a PR nightmare.
Is Garrick available?
That guy's your security attaché on Konos, isn't he?
And he can go fuck himself.
Is Victoria available? Tell me she's not one of the ones missing.
Not sure that there are any available security.
Oh, Vator could go down.
Vator?
Oh, thank God.
I'll make sure to lose her.
Oh, Lahona personally trained her himself.
Do you wanna?
So she's really good at her job, if you haven't noticed.
I haven't actually, but...
I mean, if you want to play her, you can. I'll take Lahona.
I'll be playing as myself. Damn, he's going down to the surface.
Fine. Jeez.
And Victoria's available if you want to use her. Just don't kill her.
No promises.
She dives into the goo. Wait, why? No.
Head first
Dive
into the
into
goo.
the goo.
Yes, you beam into the storage area of the facility because that's the easiest place for them to beam you. You see there's various crates that have been opened. Some of it's been put onto the floor because 2 very curious people were seeing what's in here. A lot of the stuff that's in here is spare parts, backup battery packs, food, medical supplies, basic stuff you'd have for an outpost. Nothing, I mean, it's worth stealing, but, you know, nothing that's going to blow anything up, really. As you progress deeper inward, the lights are on. There's air conditioning in here, so it's actually a breathable atmosphere. It's quite comfortable. A little warm because of Gorn sensibilities. As you move into the central control chamber, you see a large apparatus in the center of the room with various switches and buttons and knobs and whatnot, and twisted up among various coils and strips is a Gorn body that's kind of laying there, missing an arm. You can see there's a laboratory space off the one direction, a infirmary, a very basic one that looks to be ransacked. What looks to be a habitat where the Gorn slept, and you can see a antimatter reactor room where Aurelius and one of the local Ba are attending to the computers.
Damn it, Hillel. I told you. You're a scientist. Figure out how to make the coolant disappear.
I don't even understand what the coolant is. I mean, if it was an oil base, sure, or heavy water or something, but antimatter.
Oil-based? How old are you?
Well, that's kind of a rude question. It's very personal information to ask me.
Oh, pipe down a little.
You can hear the arguing quite clearly.
Hona just laughs at the argument that's going on before him.
Ah, good. Lahona, finally some capable men. And women. Hello, Mr. Lard. We have a problem.
I'm aware.
Yes, well, beyond this vault, as I have shown you, is a pile of goo, harmful to everyone who dares cross its path. And I'm sure that beyond that goo lies profit. Wouldn't be called vault for no reason.
And assuming that readings are correct, are missing crewmen.
Yes, them as well.
I did look around. They're not elsewhere in the facility, and I did ask if there was anyone outside, and I was promptly told that they would have died from radiation poisoning, you moron, by a certain very rude, large-eared person.
Now pipe it down a little. That'll be all. Thank you. You get back to me when you figure out a way to get rid of that coolant.
Can we have the either the manga or the Maymok beam it out into space where it would do no harm?
That's
Grasping liquids
very pleasant.
grasping liquids in a transporter seems a bit iffy. I tried it before when transporting large quantities of yamak sauce.
Sorry, hold on.
Truth.
Loose yamak sauce.
Well, it is a foam-based coolant, so it should be theoretically possible.
You all give it a think, and that sounds like a daring engineering difficulty 5 task, complication range of 3, using sensors plus engineering. You are transporting a large amount of fluid very, very quickly, and you're not letting it rematerialize in the ship, because if you do, you're going to expose the ship to a dangerous toxin, and you're beaming it straight into space. That's a difficult task.
Like I said, loose yamak sauce.
Daring and engineering.
Are we all doing that, or just one person?
One person would do the lead, others could assist.
Who has a better engineering score?
Let's see. My daring engineering score is a 10. So yeah, I'm out of the equation on that one.
I'm not much better.
I have a 12.
And Galad, how much do you have?
Not great. 9.
Oh, mine's actually better than. Shit. Okay, I guess I'll roll it as an assist.
Buy the extra 3 dice, because you'll need it. And I will assist.
I mean, okay. You're assisting. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Have 3 threat then for 2 additional dice.
Oh, sorry.
Go 3 additional dice for a max of 5.
Oh. Okay, GM, max yourself out on threat and give me 5 dice.
All right.
Just keep in mind, Hona, my skill is a 10. Yours is a 12. Are you sure you do not want to take the lead on this one?
I'll take the lead. Regardless, we need the extra dice.
Okay, GM, max yourself out then.
Oh yeah, I took it.
He's gonna grab.
Alright, I'm rolling 5d20.
Motor's
Isn't
gonna
he-
grab Isu to move into the infirmary.
Ooh, I need to re-roll at least 2 of those.
Yeah.
And since it is a daring roll, I can do that.
You have daring engineering?
I can.
You can have it.
Old engineering. I have a slot available.
You could, yeah. Do you have a slot?
Hey, we got a success on the assist, so
Hopefully I spelled that right.
I'll check if the ship helped. And I'll check in on Votor and Dalad here in a moment, once the roll's settled.
Okay. No complications.
Sensors plus engineering would have been 11. That's enough. That was a hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is that right? What's your target number?
5.
We made it diff 5, so I think our target was 5.
No. Dairy plus engineering is 12. That's the target number I was looking for.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yeah, you actually gained some momentum out of that.
Nice.
And as you hear, as repeated beaming noises come out of the vault in rapid succession, what are Votor and Dalad doing in the infirmary?
Does it look like the infirmary has already been investigated or gone through?
It looks like it's been ransacked and a large mess has occurred. There is a dead Gorn near one of the beds.
Double check the infirmary for anything of value.
Understood.
Anything.
Can I investigate?
Sure. If I can spell. Insight security difficulty of 2. Or, sorry, you could use your scanners. Reason science difficulty 2. So whichever one's better.
Same for me.
Okay. That's 3 hits so far. Gain a momentum. If I could pick it up, that'd be nice. Boop.
Security, science, command, and engineering.
Let me get my notes. 1 second. Let's see. Infirmary. As you look around the room and take stock of what you're seeing before you, it looks like the medicine and equipment were scattered, likely by the person that's injured. There's a large dark stain that has covered his entire chest. And it looks like he was trying to climb up onto the bed and hoist himself up. And he was holding on to a type of hypospray. Looking him over, it would seem that the individual died from a severe disruptor wound. And basically just went into shock and just died right there. The hypospray was an attempt to alleviate the pain, but they never got it. They never injected themselves in time.
Would I be able to tell if the disruptor wound was from a disruptor or another type of?
For a momentum, I'd answer that.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
It would seem to be a Klingon disruptor of a old make, say 50 to 100 years old, the type that you would put in an emplacement, like what would be known as a disruptor cannon. It's the sort of thing you wouldn't run around with, but you'd need like a vehicle or some sort of bipod to put it down with.
Huh, I'm surprised it still works.
Especially to be used in something so crowded as these hallways.
Somebody was desperate.
but most likely not from our group.
No, we don't have that type of technology available to us. Those are relics of the past. We are more technologically savvy.
Could another house have been here before somehow?
Perhaps. Continue your search. Let me know what you find.
All right.
Hey, the scanners for the other rooms say the vault's clear. Well, the stairway is anyway.
Yeah, so it's no thanks to you, is it, Hillel?
I pointed out it was empty. You're welcome.
Continue operations until the entire vault is clear of the plasma.
What does the computer say?
You
Is
look
it
at.
clear of plasma?
Yeah, it's clear.
Lahona, the computer is reporting all clear. Perhaps we should venture down there and find our treasure. And the missing crewmates, of course. Good. How about you take point?
I will. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. I was working on lunch. I'll take point and head towards the vault.
All right, let's move.
Okay, I'm in the vault. What what do I see?
Your tomb. I mean,
Screw you.
you see a ramp that seems to be going further and further down for almost like 100-some meters. Various center strips were present in the room, but they have since been disabled by mechanical means.
I want one of the scientists that came down with me to get those sensors back up online. If they haven't been damaged by the, not sure what to call it, but the used plasma, for lack of better terms. The sludge.
I do not believe any of your characters have an engineering kit on you.
No, we do not. We are not engineers.
Crap.
We are the furthest thing from the engineers.
What about the useless Ba that was out there? Can he do something?
He could stare at the 200-year-old old advanced technology and pretend to know how it works.
How much of an engineering skill would I need to have to get it back up and running?
It's not a matter of skill, it's a lack of tools. You'd be trying to fix wiring with bare hands.
Damn. Okay, never mind.
Would we be able to salvage anything from the control room or the lab?
Aha. You could do that. Insight plus words. Engineering. You just want a kit. They'd have those. Difficulty of 1. And you could probably find some in the control room or in the storage area. Whoever wishes to start digging around to see if they can find an engineering kit in there. Aha. Delod, you look around and you are able to find a Gorn engineering kit. Several, in fact, apparently.
Go.
Good enough. Could we restore the sensors with this?
Control plus engineering. Difficulty of 2 to repair the sensors.
Okay.
Machines have never been my specialty, nor any recent delight in my line. I'd probably like to pass this off to one of you, if that's all right.
I will roll it. I'll buy
shall
some
assist.
dice.
I shall assist him.
What's the diff to? I'll purchase one more dice with bold engineering.
Are the engineering kits gonna be enough? Ha, chat. Darn you.
I am going to re-roll that.
Whee.
I count only one hit.
Yeah. Sadly, no assist from me either.
Try as you might, it looks like whoever sabotaged this was rather thorough.
Damn it.
But I can
Lahona-
tell you with that it was not damage due to the foam. Someone actively opened up the panel and deactivated it.
Lahona, it serves us no purpose to start digging around the wires here. Let's go down and see if we can find our crewmates.
Agreed.
Between treasure.
As he throws the useless engineering kit against the wall in anger.
Clatter.
Remind me to talk to you later, Lahona. I have pills for that sort of thing.
I'm good.
Some of the tools
Mine
fall
was
down the
just-
hole, make a loud bong noise.
Mindless destruction is medicine enough for me. You'll get to know that very well. Violence serves me well.
New scene
Let's
as you
go.
descend further and further down. Are we gonna be okay? Chat's just right up there with the
Chat,
puns.
I need you to shut up right now. Those puns are terrible.
They're not bad. They're terrible. For those who know that one.
If you keep it up, chat, things aren't gonna be okay for you.
Oops, I doubled up on the thing. Ah, that's not there. As you descend to the bottom, you see that there is, through some porthole glass, a green pulsing liquid in all directions, except through some passageways that go further and further in.
Have you switched this to a new map? Because we're still on the old one.
Well, that's what a good GM would do.
Can we pick up any trails from our away team? Footprints? Signatures?
Cigarette butts.
Cigarette butts? Didn't know they smoked.
Reason plus medicine, difficulty 3. It would have been easier, but some jerk pumped a bunch of waste product in here and screwed and made everything harder to scan.
No, right? Horrible. Who has a good medicine score?
I do.
Oh, go ahead then.
Take the lead on it. I will assist.
Ooh,
That did not help.
that was a 1. That's 2 hits.
Did that help?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That is 4 hits, so you gained a momentum.
Oh.
You find along the ground two long strips of a red crystalline structure that has like these almost like spears made of a strange crystal that have Klingon blood on them. Or did anyway, until the acid kind of burned it in and there's very low trace amounts of it left. But you're able to detect it with your scanner.
Do these look like a weapon or like residue of something?
For a momentum, I'll answer.
Wait, for the crystal tips, are they Calcat crystal?
For a momentum, I'll answer that.
Spend
just-
for both.
Just dump the both, yeah.
To answer the first question, these are very strange weapons. They are long enough that if you fired it or threw it with enough force, it could pierce somebody. But there's no handle or anything. You don't see any like rifling marks or energy burns indicating it being flung. It doesn't look safe. Like you're staying away from the points, but you could use it as a weapon. Think of the thing almost like, and these things are almost as thick around as your arm when you get a good scan, and you kind of tilt your head a little bit to get a better idea of what these things are. And
Could possibly be weapons?
These are in fact Calcat crystals shaped into long spears or darts.
In that case, Lahana will reach out, since he knows that they are psionic, he'll reach out with his mind to try and communicate with them.
It would seem you do not have psionic training, and you're not empathic. But you don't hear any whispers. Your Ferengi friend does, though.
Oh, no. I don't want these crystals in my head. They will find out the secret of selling yamak sauce to the Cardassians.
Well, thankfully for you, you're not hearing it in your head. You're hearing in your ears a grinding, hissing noise, and a glug-glug noise, and the crackle
Aurelius,
and pop of fire.
Listen to me, and listen to me good. We are allies with these crystals. They will not hurt us.
These
And
crystals
you
are...
can communicate with them.
Oh,
These are enslaved crystals.
okay. Crystals? Can you hear me? Crystals? They're not
Wait.
responding.
So, are they alive?
They are alive. They are sentient.
You've encountered them before.
Yes, we have. We made allies of them on planet Bamoth.
Is
My
that
home world.
nearby where they would be able to get here easily?
They would be able to. They are able to travel at warp. As we have freed Bamoth Prime of them, and we made allies of them. For the hope to get them and their brethren home. Which is said loud enough for the crystals to hear.
Yet now we see them with Klingon blood. Does that then go against your allyship?
This pains me to see them like this. These are still enslaved.
Oh. I understand.
The fact that they are here and in this shape is very hard to handle. Because I feel for them as they have been enslaved by a great many people. And we have been striving to free any and all Calcat that we find.
So, shall we avoid them for the time being? Perhaps transport them out? Doesn't seem like I can communicate with them. I hear some noise in my ears, but no nasty noise.
All of you can hear whispers, this deep, almost primal sense of despair. and a black smoke or fog seems to emanate away from the crystals.
Dear.
Perhaps these crystals are not aware of our allegiance. Is there any chance we can trace the missing officers in the spaces ahead?
For a momentum.
I'll spend it.
Well, I won't let you. Too bad. It looks like there is trace amounts of Klingon DNA going this way, deeper in.
Let's follow it.
Who approaches the black misty crystals first? Just out of curiosity.
I will.
And 1 second. Fitness plus medicine. Difficulty of... I have threat, so I'm going to spend it. Of 4.
I'll give you some more threat.
How much threat?
Enough to buy 3 days.
Okay. 1, 3.
Okay, so let's see. What do we say? Fitness and medicine. Fortunately, I do not have bold medicine, so let's see what happens. Damn it.
1, 2, 3 hits with a complication. Any value you wish to invoke, or are you going to take the consequences?
I will not be defeated.
Well, yes, actually.
I'll reroll that.
The 19 and the
reroll
20?
the 20 and the 9. Yeah, so the 4 hits. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Much better.
1, 2, 3, 4. On the dot. As you start passing by them, you feel an intense, overwhelming despair. And you can almost feel... it's like walking through molasses. It's palpable. You can feel it. You can taste it. You can feel as if all the glory you've ever went for was just pointless. And that you're just going to die a meaningless... And then you're on the other side. And whoo, that was not a fun feeling at all.
Well, I was about to say, can they sense my memories?
It's not focused at all. It's just it's like trying to get any flavor out of a wave. The wave just hits you, and you're just feeling the force of the water rather than the nuances of the water.
So nothing I say can get through to them at this point.
It doesn't seem like anything intelligent is even occurring. It's just a shout. As chat would say, manifestation of depression.
More like they're in an extreme amount of pain.
Lahona, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just quite a bit of a doozy coming through that.
I have no wish particularly to traverse through this black smoke. Is it okay if we take the other route?
Very well. I will meet you on the other side.
Good. Miss Vautour, would you like to take the point? Maybe.
I shall.
Thank you.
Leave me.
Come, Mr. Lord. Secrets await.
I'm coming.
Anything ahead?
More corridor.
Yay! Love corridors.
At the same time, the Hono will proceed forward as well. Hi.
And then something very unfortunate happens.
Someone dies.
Woohoo.
Oops, I have these people in the wrong spot. I'll describe what you're going to see here in a second. I just have to set up properly.
Please hold for technical difficulties.
Hey, look, if Cyberpunk 77 can pull off stuff, no.
They didn't.
Now we've provided him with plenty of threat, so...
So,
Oh boy.
whoopsie.
Oh my god.
What you see before you is a large chamber being filled with the green foamy goo, torches burning and popping away. And before a pit of blood is 3 Klingons, badly burned and badly injured. There are 4 mounted, tank-treaded machines with what appears to be disruptor cannons mounted where anything sensible would be. The banner of the House SupQuit'aH, the disgraced house, the discommendated house, and standing above it, as if chanting, is what appears to be a cruel and aberrant manifestation of what one might call a Klingon, except for the fact that you can see nothing but sharp crystalline edges and facets. And where the eyes would be are 2 glowing orange orbs. Median takes your sacrifice. Time for you to die, Klingons. You are in combat now.
Whoop, whoop.
First
You
of
know
all,
what? My life.
can I get the Mammoth to beam the 3 injured soldiers out of here?
Before that can happen, unfortunately, they get to act because they heard you guys coming a mile away.
Fuck.
The loud banging of tools kind of let them know someone was coming, and the emptying of the chamber. To be fair, so they kind of knew you were coming one way or the other. One of the robots turns at the large number of people. Kaboom! And it fires at the person up front. Hi, Votor.
Yeah.
No!
Don't let her die.
Firing for lethal. Buying a die to not miss, because these things miss like crazy last time. Stupid drones. These things have terrible dice. They're absolute worst, but for all this dice, I'm going to miss. You watch. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be all 20s or something. That barely hit. Wait, did it even? It did. It actually hit, and it will do damage. This is unfortunate.
Do I
Dodge.
get to save?
Hmm?
Do I get to save?
No, they just have to have difficulty 2 because it's a ranged attack.
Aw, hell.
4, 5, 4, sorry, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage, because it has vicious. 1. You only benefit from 1 armor, because it was shooting for lethal. So that brings it down to 4 stress. That is not enough to injure you, but I will warn you that this has the intense and debilitating qualities. So if this does actually injure you, it's gut to put it shortly, it will suck a lot. You do not want to be injured by these things. So, this guy fired. The turn goes to the players. Now you can attempt to make your call. I assume the beam out's gonna run away? Have Lohona escape on his own?
Well,
But no, I believe the order was you were gonna direct to have these 3 beamed away.
Yeah, I think that was what he wanted, the wounded soldiers.
Okay, so you're gonna need to activate one of your supporting characters to beam them up. Probably Liqueur. Yep, because that's your beaming person. BRB, Roger. So Liqueur is looking at a pretty hard roll here because she's beaming through a lot of interference. She is looking at a diff. She's in the okay, base is 2. She's in the transporter room. 1. They're not in a pad. They're deep underground. There's a lot of interference. She's looking at a diff 4 task. She has control engineering of 15 total. She has a focus. And she has bold engineering.
Value?
She has no values. She hasn't been assigned one yet.
One?
At the end of the episode, yes.
Okay.
Would you like her to buy any threat? Buy any threat. Spend threat, I should say.
yeah. Spend threat would be okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was just about to say, let her roll 4 dice, I'd say. That's fine. So you're going to be sitting at, like, what, 20 threat, maybe? So if you don't spawn a board cube with that, I'm going to be disappointed.
I think it's...
Dude, we got like 3 powerful vessels in the area, so we should be okay for whatever.
Task roller.
Snake on the orb gay. Okay.
4 dice. 15. 5.
Let's just say the Maymok and the manga are equipped with quantum torpedoes, so we're good for just about anything.
4 hits on the button. The 3 of them are beamed away.
Good. Now I can dispense a banan.
And actually, just in case you get any momentum, Lahona, you roll presence plus command to assist because you directed your transporter officer to beam them out.
So that's 2d20?
1.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, you gained a momentum.
I assume this crystalline entity is what remains of Banan.
You could assume that, yes. Do you wish to keep the initiative or swift task? Or will the turn go to the enemy?
All...
Let them go.
Yeah, we don't have the money, the momentum to spare. Let's go.
Do I have a disruptor rifle?
If you give me 2 threat and a momentum, you could.
Do it. Because I want to blow this son of a bitch up.
Boop, 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 boop.
Because I know very well from a fallen comrade and the data he collected that these things are highly explosive. And I advise my teammates to back up and start retreating.
The crystalline Klingon laughs. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha! And crystals begin pulling away from him and forming into long, jagged spears.
I take aim.
It is not your turn at the moment. You try to take aim, and spears are flung at all 3 of you. All 4 of you. I can count, I swear.
Hana will drop to the ground in an attempt to avoid being hit.
I actually have to spend 3 threat to reroll some of those misses. That was pretty bloody terrible.
Did you have to?
With this much threat? Sure I do.
Oh, you don't have to.
Well, he just got rid of most of his threat, so
2, 3, 4. Yep. Each of you find yourself pierced and impaled by a long red spear as these things fly at you with incredible speed.
Ouchies.
ouch. Can I call for an emergency beam out?
At the moment, all of you are looking at being lethally injured unless you spend 2 threat. You're all about to be knocked out here in a second.
I'll spend it.
I'll spend it.
I'll spend my determination. I don't have a value that applies here, probably. I'll give you 2 threats, sure.
Have you written all of your values out already?
No.
Right.
I'll take down a value of survival as a must.
I'll point out that if you spend to stay up with determination, you still have the lethal injury. It just lets you fight through the lethal injury till the end of scene. If you don't get it treated, your character dies.
Threat it is.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't ask for determination. Like, that's good if you want to keep fighting. If you're trying to run away, I wouldn't do that.
I also want to spend it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of you just took 7th stress.
I'm not sure what I'm up to.
7 plus 4 for Votor. It's 11. I don't know if she's still standing.
That's half of my max stress, so I'm pretty good at the moment.
Check Votor.
Oh, I don't know what my max stress is. I have question
It's down on your character. Oh, okay.
Because security hasn't been determined yet, so it would be because it's a combination of your fitness and security. Speaking of which, Votor has 3 stress left, in case you're wondering.
Aurelist also has 3 stress left.
Ona would have 7 stress left at this point.
7 and 3. Yeah, you do have security on yours. That's my bad. So you should be. Let me get this sorted now. 7 and 3 is 10. 10. Well, he took 7, so. And make sure you can see it. Boop. The Ferengi has health bar now, don't you? 7 and 3, yep, same number. 10. Not 10 of 10, but. So yeah. That was the Nightmare Klingon's turn. You all have this large spear just sticking out of you, beaming out very unpleasant thoughts at you.
Ask a quick question.
Sure.
So, Alahona mentioned having a value in survival is very helpful. Is that possible to get?
You could, yeah. If you don't already have a value written down, you can add one.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
Why did I get a red dot?
Oh, you haven't acted yet. What am I doing?
But I would like to act, if I may.
Well, fine, I guess.
I'm gonna shoot the head off that Nightmare Klingon, because retaliation is the best form of honor. Or whatever.
Oh, trust me, I have a plan for that.
Firing for lethal, I assume?
Hell yeah. There are no stuns.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
Fine.
That thing is extremely explosive. I do not want any of us near it when it goes off.
I'll give that threat back.
Alright. I'm gonna pull the spear out and chuck it at him in that case.
Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Hold on.
Damn it.
Daring plus medicine, difficulty of 2 to yank the spear out without doing additional damage.
Alright. I'll add a die.
Now, have we ransacked this facility of anything of its worth already?
There looks to be more facility further behind them in various corridors.
It's not worth it.
Mokbara is a martial art, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And actually, throwing spears would count. That's totally a Klingon thing.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Well, do you have any reroll for that?
I have bold security, but I don't think so.
Oh, it's bold security. Oh no. And she doesn't have a value, so that's a fail with a complication.
I'm sorry for blowing us all up. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new Ferengi.
3, 4, 5 damage as you start yanking it out, and it rips something rather vital to you. Thud.
The torch can be replaced.
A moment ago, she was irreplaceable.
Let's not follow her lead and yank them out.
The surgeon removed them on the ship.
Do you wish to spend 2 threat to keep the initiative?
We'll spend the threat.
Okay. Who's going next?
I guess I will.
Okay.
I will contact the ship and have an
Hona?
emergency beam out.
You've already acted for the round.
It's
Ah,
those who didn't act yet, so it's me and Delon that still have to act. I'm going
when you
to.
guys contact the Mammoth to have us extracted now.
Oh, I was going to take my phaser and set it to self-destruct and throw it at them.
You do not want to be here when that thing goes off.
Very well. I will contact the Mamok and ask for an emergency beam out. 3 people. 4 people. 1 course. 3 people, 1 course, yeah.
The separate order for the Mammoth.
Can I somehow assist with that? Contacting the ship? Or if that's needed?
Go for it.
I don't know if it is. GM? Seems like he abandoned us.
Now I'm thinking. I'm thinking how the Frankie can get you out of here, because he can't order the Klingons to do crap. He's a civvy.
I will get my own ship to transport
There
us
you
out.
go. And now we have to figure out, yeah. This is what I'll do.
Oh, shit. What the hell?
1 by 1, each of you beam away.
Good.
And 1 by 1, so does the matching spear that was lodged in you. And one by one, each of you appear on the transporter pads, unconscious, trapped in nightmare.
God damn it, let me pull the spear out. Oh,
How the surgeons do it. They are trained to do it.
I have no surgeons aboard my ship.
Contact the manga.
For
I can
now,
have them transported.
for now, the problem is, and this is why the episode's about to end, you're not all dead, thankfully. Unfortunately, you are all basically knocked unconscious when you beamed up to the ship with those things in you. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem for next episode.
Hopefully Keldar will be back.
And the ships are forced to withdraw. The fleet has to withdraw because all the senior staff are badly injured, and none of the supporting staff are able to maintain the mission.
How many support staff do we have left?
The highest of them are Lach, or So. Like, they're low-ranking people.
And I guess it'd be kind of much to ask if they could do a bombardment of that facility.
We will find out next time what the plan is. But for now, they managed not to be killed by that monster. You managed to find out. You managed to rescue. You managed to rescue the people who were down there. That was very important. You guys did that before you blew the place up. I was actually worried that the crew, you guys were gonna blow up the facility for more. The minute you saw the crew. So
what do you take us for?
Klingons.
I'm not a Klingon.
Fair. Plus, you were still there. But anyway, for those of you watching, thank you very much for watching.
In the bolt.
For those of you watching, thank you very much for watching. And we will see what happens next time to see how this terrible danger is dealt with. Thank you very much for watching, and you all have a good one. See you next time.
Damn, that was short.
Let's roll for a rep now.